Hello students, in the previous video I had explained the political conditions of Punjab before Guru Nanak Dev Ji, in which you have learnt about the Lodi dynasty and Babur's invasion to capture Punjab. Now in this video you will learn about the society of that time. It was divided between Muslims and Hindus. The social conditions of the Muslims were really very good. Actually, the rulers were Muslims and they used to treat the Muslims very well. Muslims were given high posts in the government of Muslim rulers and they used to get fair justice also. At that time, Muslim society was further divided into four classes: Amirs and Sardars, Ulemas and Sayyids. Number third was middle class and fourth one was slaves. Now let me tell you about Amirs and Sardars. Amirs and Sardars belonged to very high class. They were given high jobs and lands. And they used to collect revenues from the lands which were given to them and used to spend the whole amount on their needs only. They were never interested in local administration, rather they used to fight with each other. And their interest was, they wanted to be independent from Delhi government. That is why they were not interested in the welfare of the local area which was given to them. They were very rich. They were staying in the, huge havelis, and they had many wives. They used to keep many slaves also, and they were very, very rich. Second thing was Ulemas and Sayyids. Ulemas, Sayyids, Qazis, Sheikhs and Mullahs were considered the religious leaders and scholars of the Muslim law. And the Ulemas, they were the scholars of Persian and religious literature as well. Sayyids called themselves the descendants of Bibi Fatima. Bibi Fatima was the daughter of Hazrat Muhammad Sahib. They were, they were regarded religious leaders of Islam, and that is why they took the advantage of the ignorance of the people. They were very greedy. Third class was the middle class. Middle class people were the government employees, soldiers, traders and farmers. Financially, they were very well off because the people who were working on the high post, they used to carry a very good reputation in the society also. Fourth one was slaves. Mainly, the slaves were from weavers, potters, laborers, and the people, the men who got defeated in the army, and the people who were very poor on the foreign land. These rich people used to go there and buy these slaves also. The social condition of the slaves was dependent on the nature of the master. They used to get good food, but they used to be in very pitiable condition because they were never treated well. And sometimes they used to get rid of the masters as well with their intelligence, and they used to get good positions also in the Muslim society. Then comes the social condition of the Hindus. At the time of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the condition of Hindus was very, very bad. They were ill-treated by the Muslim society, and they were considered as slaves, and their condition was very poor. They had to pay jizya on their own land. And they were forced to convert their religion as well by the rulers of that time. They didn't have any kind of religious freedom. Rather, the Hindu faqirs, the saints, they were also not allowed to preach spiritual education. And those who used to defy Those who used to refuse to to convert or not to preach their religion, they used to be killed or detained in the jails. Caste system under Hindu society, they were the people that was also divided into 4 classes, and Brahmins were on the top position. They were very, very selfish. They kept the Muslim happy. They never used to think of their own society. They were minting money in the name of religion because they used to fool their own society. Vash and Kshatriya, they were well off. They were on the good, they were traders, or in the government also they used to be on the high places. Either they were soldiers. And Shudras. Last one was Shudras, and they were poor people. They had to stay outside the village. They were ill-treated by the Brahmins and other people also. And they were never allowed to enter the temple even. People used to never used to call them for marriages and all. Now I am going to discuss the difference between Hindu and Muslim society on the basis of food, dress, entertainment and many other things. First of all, let's take food. The Muslim society used to eat spicy and oily food. Halwa, sharbat, they were their favorite things. And in their daily food, korma, wheat loaf, roasted meat, that was their daily diet, and they mostly Muslims were non-vegetarians. But the Hindu society used to eat very simple food, consisting of in Punjab they used to eat makki ki roti, sarson ka saag, dal, sabji, chawal, chapati. And in their society, the eating meat was a crime. It was a sin, paap tha. And purity of the kitchen was their main priority. They used to keep it very pure. And some people used to eat some kind of drugs even. Nashe lete si us time de log. Let's talk about dresses. Rich people used to wear clothes made of fine silk and fine cotton. And men used to wear turban, which was known as chira. And slaves, they had a different kind of dress. Generally, they used to wear red color clothes. And they had to wear the waistbands and red shoes. They keep red handkerchief in their pockets. From far off distance, you could very easily identify that he was a slave. And they used to wear kulla also, gold topi with the ponytail, on it, on their heads. And the religious people, Sufi saints, they used to wear loose clothes made of linen, and they used to wear 7 yards turban also. Muslim ladies, they used to wear suit with tight pajama and ghagra. In Hindu society, men folk used to wear dhoti, kurta and a turban. Rich people used to wear, like Muslims, they used to wear silken clothes and fine cotton. Poor people, they always used to wear clothes made of khadi, which they used to weave at home. And Hindu women wear salwar, kameez, dupatta or sari. Entertainment. How do Muslim society used to entertain themselves? They used to play games like chess, chaucer, horse riding, horse race, watching dances and listening to music. These things were their favorite hobbies, and they used to spend too much money, lavish money on these things. But Hindu society, also they used to play gambling, but main thing was the celebration of festivals. And festivities was their main attraction. Then Muslim people were also very superstitious, and Hindu as well. Both the societies, both the people from the different societies had faith in magic, miracles, charms, good and bad omen, and people were quite ignorant. But in Hindu society, they used to give sacrifices also on the name of religion. Third one is position of women. Position of women in both the societies was not very good. In the Muslim society also, they didn't enjoy a reputed place, and they were enslaved to serve the rich people and their wives. Women had to follow parda and to live in zinan khana, made separately for women. And men, they used to marry many women also. So women didn't carry a good place in the society. In Hindu society, the position of women was pitiable, the same condition. But in Hindu society, it was little worse. Birth of girl child was considered a bad omen, and after the child's birth, the girls used to be killed. And they used to get married also at very early ages, and husbands, they were in the practice of keeping more than one wives. Sati system was also prevalent, where they have to burn themselves in the pyre in which the husband was burnt. Women were never allowed to study. Women education was strictly prohibited. So in Hindu scenario, Hindu society scenario, the condition of the women was pathetic. So children, I hope you were able to understand. If you have certain doubts, you can come on the comment box and can ask me any question. So now you please read the script very well and use it as the notes for your final exams. Thank you.